I assume they know what's going on. I have been around for a while. I've been watching services get depleted even before I needed them like I did now. We've watched the housing list go up for decades, so I assume they're doing their job and they know what's going on. So my question to them is, can you sit down with my children and tell them why you're choosing to cut the services, to cut the housing list, to cut the homes available, to cut the support in schools, to cut the supports in our healthcare system, explain to my children why that is important to them and their future. And I don't think they're ever going to be brave enough to sit down with my children. I'm a sole parent to 3 children, aged 17, 13 and 8, and we've been homeless for the last 12 months. It was rental increases and then a no eviction move, and I moved into a place that I knew I couldn't afford, but we needed it, looking for better paid work, and 3 kids starting new schools, Christmas, and I got a week behind in the rent, and it was an excuse for a no-fault eviction. And I went to court and tried to save it, and there was nothing I could do after that. I couldn't get back into the private rental market. I couldn't save the bond or the 2 weeks that are needed or the moving costs. And so actually 12 months ago today, I reached out to Housing Connect. Was the first service I connected to. At the moment, we're dealing with 12 different services, and that's just for dealing with immediate housing issues and health issues. Yeah, it's a lot to deal with, on top of trying to deal with the emotional side of and get some emotional stability in our lives. We're on wait lists for everything, We've been on the emergency wait list for a house for 12 months now. There's just not enough. They're not funded. There's not enough. I don't need to think about it. I know where I would be without the services I had access to. We'd be on the street. There's no 2 ways about it. Me and my children would have been one of the tents around Hobart that we see. It was sheer luck, to be honest, that we had the service. If I didn't have the funds to stay in a hotel that week, we would have had a week on the streets before a homeless shelter became available for us. I think we forget about children in these situations completely. They have their own lived experience that no one wants to talk to whatsoever. Everyone's very concerned about child safety until it comes listening to them and getting them to tell their story. All of a sudden we have consent issues or safety concerns about their mental health. Their mental health is not great. They're homeless. They are members of our community. They catch the bus, they go to the doctors, they go to school, they have friends, they volunteer in community organisations too. They are very much part of the community, and they are also very much aware at their young ages where they sit in our society and what services are available to some and what services aren't available to others. I would argue 100% of the time someone reaching out for help, there's no fault. It's not something they've done wrong. They've not worked hard enough. They've not reached out early enough. I'm a whole person. We're whole people with whole lives that have been affected, every single part of it. I would like to see a Tasmania where social services, education and the environment are put first. Those 3 all together, they all work together, they all come together. They provide us life and love and care. They need to be first priorities all the time. They're the first priorities in our homes. Why would we make our state any different?